Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog. I said, this is Intervlog, and today we bring you something truly special. Let the world listen, let Africa rise, and let history be made. Because in Burkina Faso, something extraordinary is happening under the leadership of President Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Brothers and sisters, we are witnessing a revolution, not just of industry, not just of development, but of unity. In a time when many nations are torn apart by religious divisions, Burkina Faso is setting an example for the world. President Ibrahim Traoré is not just leading an industrial transformation, he is leading a movement of national unity. He is showing us that development is not about empty talks, but about action. On March 14th, 2025 at Place de la Nation in Ouagadougou, something incredible took place. More than 2,000 Muslims and Christians gathered, not to argue, not to fight, but to break bread together, to share a meal, to celebrate their unity. Yes, Muslims and Christians, hand in hand, side by side, proving that Burkina Faso is one nation, one people. And who is behind this powerful spirit of unity? Who is fostering this climate of brotherhood? President Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Intervlog praises him because while others focus on division, he focuses on unity. While others manipulate religion for politics, he builds industries, he creates jobs, and he strengthens the people. Look at the great projects he has launched. The Moulin Double Star Wheat Flour Production Plant, a 15 billion FCFA investment revolutionizing food production in Burkina Faso. The ITAOUA EV project, showing Africa that we can build our own electric vehicles instead of depending on foreign brands like Tesla. The PISA project in Samandeni, which has introduced floating cagefish farming, boosting fish production and food security. The potato, wheat, and rice cultivation projects, transforming Burkina Faso into an agricultural powerhouse. The nearly 1,000 tractors and trucks acquired in 2025, proving his commitment to mechanized agriculture and food sovereignty. The ultra-modern mobile field hospital for wounded soldiers, ensuring that those who protect the nation are well cared for. But this is just the beginning. President Traoré understands that true development comes from unity, and unity comes from understanding. Burkina Faso is showing the world that despite religious differences, despite diverse backgrounds, people can come together as one family under a common goal: progress. And isn't that what true leadership is about? Uniting people for the common good? Brothers and sisters, look around Africa. Look at the countries struggling with division, conflict, and instability. Now look at Burkina Faso under President Traoré. What do you see? You see hope, strength, resilience. While others are busy fighting each other, Burkina Faso is busy building industries, creating jobs, and ensuring food security. This is what true progress looks like. And let us not forget the power of unity. When Muslims and Christians come together, what happens? Peace, progress, strength. That is what is happening in Burkina Faso. This unity is what makes the nation strong, because when people stop fighting over religion, they can focus on what truly matters: development, education, economic growth, and industrialization. President Traoré is not just an ordinary leader. He is a visionary. He understands that Africa must rise beyond outdated divisions and build a future that is prosperous for all. Burkina Faso is setting an example for the entire continent. Intervlog praises him because he is proving that leadership is about results. Look at the achievements already taking shape under his guidance. The largest pasta plant in West Africa, ensuring that Burkina Faso no longer depends on foreign food imports. The successful potato and wheat harvests, proving that Burkina Faso is moving towards food self-sufficiency. The farming revolution with modernized agriculture, where new tractors, irrigation systems, and mechanized farming methods are leading the way. The investment in local manufacturing, ensuring that made in Burkina Faso products dominate the African market. Brothers and sisters, this is history in the making. This is a revolution like no other. Burkina Faso is proving that when a nation unites, nothing can stop it. Imagine a future where all African countries follow this path. Imagine a future where no one goes hungry, where industries are thriving, where religion is a personal matter, and development is the national focus. That future is possible. And Burkina Faso is leading the way. President Ibrahim Traoré, we salute you. We praise your vision. We stand with you as you build a united, industrialized, and prosperous Burkina Faso. Wow, just wow! Stay tuned to Intervlog, because the best is yet to come. Let's go! Ibrahim Traoré unites Muslims and Christians in prayer and celebration, bringing them together. Living together in Burkina Faso, Muslims and Christians break down barriers in Ouagadougou. On the evening of Friday, March 14, 2025, Ouagadougou's Place de la Nation vibrated to the rhythm of brotherhood and solidarity. The third edition of the collective breaking of the fast between Muslims and Christians brought together more than 2,000 people of various faiths to share a meal, pray together, and celebrate the unity of Burkina Faso. This event, initiated 3 years ago by the association Zero Gouttes de Sang sur la Route, Zero Drops of Blood on the Road Association, offers a showcase of social cohesion and interreligious dialogue, reminding us that the Burkinabe are above all brothers and sisters, united by their belonging to the same nation. It's simple. Christian Lent coincides with the fast of Ramadan. Why not make this official? We are all sons and daughters of Burkina Faso. We want to show that Christians, Muslims, animists, we can live together without going to war, said Mumini Koudougou, president of the association Zero Drops of Blood on the Road. The evening began with a Stations of the Cross, followed by Muslim prayer, before participants shared a fraternal meal. Representatives of the various religious communities spoke to reiterate the shared values of peace, love, and tolerance. This breakup is an opportunity for us, believers, to join our voices and pray to the Lord. We are all human. We share the same blood. Religions are a choice, but living together is an obligation, said Abdul Salam Ouedraogo, Imam of the Circle of Islamic Studies Research and Training, CRFI. Emmanuel Kafando, a member of the Assembly of God Church in Burkina Faso, emphasized the importance of love and forgiveness. This initiative helps convey the message of sincere love, forgiveness, and living together. Before belonging to a religion, we are children of the same nation, he recalled. Father Albert Etienne Caboret, parish priest of the Sacred Heart of Jesus Parish in Dapoya, and Secretary General of the Episcopal Commission for Interreligious Dialogue, insisted on the need to break down barriers. Breaking the fast also means breaking down barriers. We must silence within ourselves all that is intolerance, all that is disregard for others, but invites all believers to reach out to their brothers and sisters to say, "You are my brother. I love you," he said. The success of this third edition is a testament to the public's commitment to these values of social cohesion. Numerous donations of food and drink from individuals and businesses helped feed the more than 2,000 participants. People believe in what we do. They believe in social cohesion, in living together. But there are also people who don't believe in that, who find it a sin for Christians and Muslims to be together. It takes all of us to make a world, Muni said. The initiators of the activity, including the association Zero Gouttes de Sang sur la Route, which supported the event this year, plan to create an association dedicated to collective rupture in order to perpetuate this initiative and strengthen its impact on Burkinabe society. The importance of unity among Burkinabe Muslims and Christians in supporting President Ibrahim Traoré's industrial revolution. Burkina Faso stands at a critical juncture in its history, embarking on an ambitious industrial revolution under the visionary leadership of President Ibrahim Traoré. The success of this transformation depends not only on economic strategies, but also on social cohesion, particularly between the country's two major religious groups, Muslims and Christians. Historically, religious differences have often led to division and conflict, which can undermine economic growth and industrialization efforts. By uniting under a common national goal, Burkinabe Muslims and Christians can drive the country toward prosperity, ensuring that industrialization benefits all citizens equally. Industrialization offers numerous benefits that can uplift Burkina Faso from economic vulnerability to a position of strength. Below are some key advantages. Industrialization leads to the establishment of factories, production plants, and technology hubs, all of which create employment opportunities. This reduces poverty and empowers citizens, allowing them to improve their standard of living. Burkina Faso has long relied on agriculture and raw material exports. Industrialization enables the country to process its own resources, add value to its products, and reduce dependence on foreign markets. The Industrial Revolution brings innovation, leading to improved agricultural techniques, efficient energy production, and modern infrastructure. Industrial activities generate tax revenue, which can be reinvested into public services such as education, healthcare, and security. A strong industrial base absorbs the growing youth population into productive sectors, reducing crime rates and social unrest. A well-industrialized Burkina Faso is less dependent on foreign aid, making it more resilient against external economic pressures. The problems Islam and Christianity can cause in a country's economy, while religion plays a vital role in moral guidance and social order, its mismanagement can lead to economic instability. Some of the problems that religious differences can cause in an economy include divisions between Muslims and Christians can lead to tensions, disrupting businesses, scaring away investors, and causing economic stagnation. If religious biases infiltrate workplaces, they can limit employment opportunities and create hostile environments, reducing productivity. Politicians may exploit religious sentiments to divide the population for electoral gains, weakening national unity and slowing economic progress. Some religious ideologies may resist technological and industrial advancements, hindering progress. Religious groups may engage in economic boycotts against businesses affiliated with other faiths, leading to economic fragmentation. If religious biases influence government policies, resources may be unfairly distributed, leaving certain groups marginalized and slowing overall development. To avoid the economic pitfalls of religious division, Burkinabe Muslims and Christians must embrace unity. The following strategies can help. Citizens must prioritize national progress over religious differences, working together as Burkinabe first and foremost. Religious leaders should promote peace and collaboration, encouraging their followers to support national projects regardless of religious affiliation. Industrialization efforts should ensure that both Muslims and Christians have equal access to jobs, business opportunities, and education. Muslim and Christian entrepreneurs should form partnerships, leveraging each other's strengths to build strong industries. Policies should be in place to prevent discrimination, and the government should actively promote religious tolerance in schools, workplaces, and communities. Both religious groups should recognize that industrialization benefits everyone, regardless of faith, by improving infrastructure, healthcare, and social services. Media outlets should highlight the dangers of religious divisions and the advantages of unity in achieving national development. Burkina Faso has a unique opportunity to transform its economic landscape through industrialization. However, this vision can only be realized if all citizens, regardless of religious beliefs, work together toward common national goals. Muslims and Christians must unite, setting aside historical differences to support President Ibrahim Traoré's industrial revolution. By fostering peace, encouraging interfaith cooperation, and ensuring equal participation in economic activities, Burkina Faso can emerge as a model of unity-driven development in Africa. The future of the nation depends not on division, but on the collective effort of all its people, working as one for a stronger, more prosperous country. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.